Hello, Cancer. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of November from the 16th all the way through the 30th. General as always, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading. Take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. I wanted to take a look at the current energies when it comes to you and your person at this time, Cancer. So I'm going to be using these three decks to open up the reading here. The Golden Dahlia, the Grande Amore, both by La Belle Anima 13, and the Shadows and Secrets deck, taking a look at some of the challenges that you might be facing at this time. All right, so let's begin and see what comes forward for you. All right, so the Golden Dahlia. What are their energies at this time? Or the surrounding energies for the connection? For Cancer, please. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, higher self. All right, so maybe your person is really trying to see things from a higher perspective. So that's a good thing. Divine timing. Okay, it comes down to divine timing. This is a situation, perhaps, that needs time to unfold. It's, of course, a situation that you cannot rush movement. Things are going to happen when they are meant to happen. And there's this need for forgiveness that's coming through here. So let's take a look and see what's up with that. Why is there this need for forgiveness? So I'm going to start with my Illuminated Star Tarot deck. Okay, this is volume 1. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Cancer, for this love and life reading, second half of the month. What do we need to know here? What's going on? Either someone needs forgiveness from you, Cancer, or it's the other way around. Well, we do have the Three of Swords coming up in the reverse. In the upright, it's a difficult energy, sorrow, heartbreak. It's very hurtful. There could have been third-party situations here for some of you, but this could now be a thing of the past, which could be why it's coming up in the reverse. Because this is exactly this. The Three of Swords in the reverse is forgiveness. Things are recovering here. There's healing. You guys are moving on from whatever this represents, which could be why your person is more so focused on tapping into their higher self energy, not low vibrational actions and behaviors. We've got the Hierophant. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus specifically. But this right here is commitment. And as you can see, it's right next to divine timing. So even though it's healing and things are recovering and this is a thing of the past, I still feel that this needs a little bit more time to play out as far as taking things to this level where you guys are committed to each other and you've chosen one another and your search is over. It's going to take a little bit more time here. That could explain why we still have this Two of Swords, because right now there's not a whole lot going on between you and this person. There is this desire to apologize and to ask for forgiveness, but maybe, Cancer, you're not ready to offer it. You're not ready to accept it, which might explain why divine timing comes into play. I feel for whoever needs to apologize and make amends with you, they're struggling to be able to find their strength to be able to take action to do that, which is why there's no movement right now. You could also be dealing with a Leo specifically here. And maybe this has been a very difficult journey for you, and you're being directed as well to tap into your inner strength in the meantime. We do have the Knight of Cups coming in as well. For some of my cross watchers, especially my feminines, watching for a masculine who represents the Cancer here, this could be your masculine. Very romantic. As you can see, representing that Prince Charming type energy. They're coming towards you, or at least the desire to come towards you with the best of intentions, loving intentions. This is not somebody who's wanting to bring this type of drama in, you know, that type of hurtful energy, love triangles. That could be part of the challenge that you guys might have dealt with. So I really wouldn't be surprised here, guys, if you did have a Tower moment. There was something about this connection that wasn't working. Because you guys experienced something very difficult, I feel. But along with this very difficult, unexpected catastrophe right here with the Tower, it really leveled things out of the equation that did not belong there anymore, Cancer. And maybe you guys had to experience this in order for your person to have their awakening so that they could tap into this type of energy, their higher self. And I always see the Tower as a blessing in disguise, because something needed to happen there to break you free from a situation that was maybe unhealthy or toxic, or at least parts of it were. So it's a blessing to remove you from a situation, because there's lessons that are attached to that experience for both of you. And then we do have the Justice card coming through here. Okay, you could be dealing with a Libra here. Truth, fairness, clarity. That's exactly what's needed here. There's this need to balance the scales between the two of you, and that's going to require a little bit more time here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this. I wanted to go ahead and grab some additional insight from my Shadows and Secrets deck, and then we'll go ahead and grab a couple cards from the Grande Amore deck. So this definitely takes a look at the darker shades of love and relationships. So diving into the challenges of the connection, and ultimately, what would they do differently, considering whatever challenges pop up? What would they do differently if they could, to help you guys move forward and not be stuck? All right, let's see. Clean freak. An extreme germaphobe. Okay, take that only if it applies. A potential love interest's home must pass the white glove test. So they could be a clean freak and have a really super clean home and very nitpicky in that way. This is somebody who's constantly cleaning up the mess and drama that they create. They can be a little bit hard to live with, and they could also be known as someone who's eternally single because they get into relationships that fall apart and have those Tower moments because they create drama. This makes sense for me as well. Indecisive. Too many choices in love and romance, which is how this probably came about. Love triangles, infidelities that brought that Tower down. Treats you like an option. They're on the fence about the relationship, 1 foot out the door, can never make up their mind, don't know what they want. But since we are focusing on what it is that they would do differently, first of all, they wouldn't create drama that they would have to clean up. They would be able to get their mind right to make a solid decision, to choose you, to choose the relationship, to put in the necessary effort to ensure that that relationship is solid. That's what they would do differently. That's why these cards are coming through. So let's go ahead and add to that with a couple cards from this deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. For this love and life reading, second half of November. All right, what else? Public display, showing each other off, making it official. Okay? And I have a feeling here, Cancer, that you were either dealing with somebody that didn't show you love and affection in the way you needed them to. They could have been a little bit standoffish when you guys were in a public setting. Maybe they weren't the type to want to hold hands or kiss or hug. But what they would do differently here is to definitely show you, to express how they feel, to be more demonstrative in how they feel about you in a very positive way. Let's grab another. Rekindle. Coming back together, reunion. All of these things that they would want to do differently. Okay? And their desire to come back into your life. No doubt they want to come back. They want that reunion. You know. And despite the Tower, they do want to restore balance here. And as you can see, they are working on being able to offer a solid commitment here, tapping into that higher self energy, wanting forgiveness, and it comes down to divine timing. So let's add to this with volume 2, my Illuminated Star Tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. For this Love and Life reading, second half of November. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so perhaps this can go one of two ways, because the Five of Pentacles is someone who feels alone because they were either left out in the cold, which is a typical interpretation of the Five of Pentacles. It's either you left them out in the cold, or you were the one that they ended up just making you feel alone, especially if there were infidelities here. And I've been getting this a lot lately in my readings, that the tables have turned. What you endured, what you went through, might be what they are enduring, especially if they, for example, have already moved on to another connection and going through the same exact thing that they put you through. You know, sometimes karma, it's not sometimes. Karma always has a way of teaching us lessons. They can be good lessons, they could be bad lessons, but those lessons will come. I'm not surprised to see the Moon, because through their indecision to be able to choose you and to not be in and out of your life, to not get into third-party situations, to not be deceptive towards you, all of these things have to change. And they know this. They are acknowledging that here, because we are focusing on what it is that they would do differently. They were deceptive before. They don't want to do that again. I feel this impatient vibe from your person, Cancer. But there's a reason why divine timing is coming through. And there's a reason why the Seven of Pentacles is here, letting us know that regardless of how badly they want to fix this, it will happen on its own time. Because they're just going to have to wait and just allow life to unfold the way it is meant to. They recognize and they know that they could not offer you the stability and security that you needed in a partnership before. And they really would like to be able to offer this to you moving forward. That as well is something that they would do differently if they could. Things were stuck, or things are stuck, and they want to be able to create movement here, and that's possible. Because right here, Cancer, this is your own energy. And the thing is, if they don't get their act together, you can create movement in your own life. Two of Cups, of course, it's a beautiful energy. Partnerships, relationships, love connections, the chemistry between two people, unity, a very strong bond. It could represent marriage for some of you, or at least the desire for that type of commitment, which we've seen from the Hierophant. So what I get here, Cancer, is if this person fails to take action towards you, you're going to take action in your own life to be able to manifest this. And that's coming in for you, Divine Feminine. You're coming in as the Empress. And some of you guys, as I've mentioned, could have either already been married to this person. You guys could have had children together. So this is not only affecting the two of you, but it could also affect a family dynamic. It's either that, or by moving forward, Cancer, especially my feminines, this is what you find. Happiness through a relationship. Because you're being offered a new opportunity to start again. You really are being directed to perhaps go in a different direction. We've got the Strength card popping up again. So there's a reason, guys, why that's coming through twice. Because maybe right now you're not feeling very strong. That could apply to both of you, which is an indication that you're both being directed to tap into your inner strength, to recognize the strength that you hold within yourself. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Financial security, of course, that's a part of the interpretation. Stability, material success. But when it comes to romance, you are meant to connect with somebody, Cancer, that you really have a strong bond with. Great chemistry. You guys fit each other like a glove. It's a perfect fit, a perfect match. Somebody that you feel a very strong connection to. For some of you guys, this is someone from your past. But for others, this is a new love. It depends on how you allow it to unfold in your life. It's going to take some time, but it seems that it's on its way to you. All right, Cancer. So that is where I'm going to leave this first part of your reading. If you'd like to watch the rest of it, I'd love for you to head over to my Patreon page to be a patron if you're interested in watching extended readings. And of course, I'll include that link down below. And I'm going to take a look at their deepest secrets about you, their hidden fantasies, the sexual chemistry. We'll grab some dialogue messages on behalf of the masculine as well as the feminine. And we'll grab some final advice from your angel guides, your spirit team, and some twin flame numbers. All right, guys, so that's it for now. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.